Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Look at me. I'm on the boat, or the ship, the airship. This is a balloon, actually. It is very steampunk. It is cliff style. It's actually the taxi from the town hall in the cliff style of Minecolonies styles. And right behind me, you can see the firefighter's balloon, which is actually the barracks in the cliff style of Minecolonies design. I am playing Minecolonies. Also behind me in this old growth forest, you can see lots of buildings going up in the trees. And I am on my way to, I'm leaving the trees, the land, to go to the seas, the glacial seas, and there is a, am I packed? I think I am. Let's get a book. Let's look at a magazine, sit down, relax, and let the air balloon take me to Arnaaluk, which is underwater. And this is an underwater sanctuary for druids. And let's press the button. Doo, doo, doo. Now, I'm sure you were asking, how am I getting a balloon underwater? Well, I'm not, of course. This is a surface travel center pad. So this area where I am is made specifically for the air balloon to come up to a place where people can get off and get their luggage. And I have some luggage. Let's go to the luggage rack here and let us actually pull out this merchandise, these unprocessed doors that are coming from Pitti Hamaalakut, which we just left, and we're bringing them to Arnaaluk. So this is the waiting area for this balloon, and this is, oops, hold on a second. The lion is awake, Vincentius Primus, everyone, temporarily. Okay, so let's come in here, and we're going to look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It's so gorgeous. I love it. All right, so let's come down and let's put these things away here. Oh, there we are. And we can see, oh, there we go. There's one of, hi. Oh, it's Solomon. Yay, Solomon. Solomon is the, he was just making sure I wasn't having any problem getting down with all this stuff I have. Solomon is actually the travel manager. He runs the travel center here. And there are two types of, actually three altogether, modes of transportation. There is the luxury submarine, which we can see here. And this is just a tourist submarine right here. And there is the balloon upstairs and the taxi that takes us to different parts of town. And we're going to use the taxi. We're going to get in the taxi right now and wait for the driver. And while we're waiting, we'll read a magazine. And the taxi is going to take us to the second maker's area so that we can use that warehouse to put all our stuff that we brought with us. And here we are. We kind of fell asleep for a minute, but we are awakened by the driver opening up the door. And here we are in the, this is something I have to work on. I forgot about that. We need to make this prettier. This is a taxi center, and we might want to put some things like where do you talk to a driver, things like that. We might want to add some things like that to this area, which would be a guard tower. we're going to come through. What time of day is it? It is nighttime. It's 8 o'clock at night. And let's see here. Let's move on. Most everybody is closed. Yes, I did. Why? Oh, yeah, definitely. Whenever you are ready. Okay. And let's come in here. Is it that early in the morning? Apparently it is. Do we have some place to sleep in this area? We don't really, so why don't we stay awake and put some things away so we can put all of these minerals into this stash box and let the courier decide where they go. We also have a lot of produce that we brought back, and we're going to put it in as well. However, it's not going to fit in there. So let's sort the warehouse for a second and see if we've got a location that looks a little clear that we might be able to put these in. This one's almost full. It's almost full, but as you can see, there's some space here. And this is perfect. Look, there's rice. There's all sorts of things here. So we're just going to add these tomatoes. We actually found the refrigerator, which is excellent. So we'll put all of this right here. Why do I have that wrench and those light switches? Because I got interrupted, or I interrupted myself, which is what usually happens. I interrupted myself doing something. Let's take this because we do have some corn and we can give it to them. This bed, this torch, this lamp don't belong to anyone, so we'll put them back into my storage. But this corn is from the cornfields of Pitti Hamaalakut, and so this helps them have corn. They do not grow corn. We have to either purchase it from another city-state, or we have to get it from the retreat, which now grows corn. Yay! For tacos and corn chowder and things like that. All right. We need boots, and I remembered I need a pair of leather boots, and there are 6 pairs right here. We still have some plate. And here is my streamer. The air conditioner coming on. I'm going to take a sip of water. From my monster mason jar. And we see that there are boots. There's 6 pairs of boots that don't need repairing. Hopefully all the boots will be here. If they are, I feel like doing this morning. Let's repair some boots. Let's take all these, and we'll just leave these. I don't want to take their armor. We are going to have a blacksmith. We just need a level 3 mine, and until then, we will just have our people at Pitti Hamaalakut, that's who doesn't have a blacksmith yet. We'll just have them deal with what they have available for right now. We can combine these shoes, and we have tons of shoes. Wait, I don't want to do that. I know I have more shoes at the other location, the other warehouse. Why don't we go there? And we'll, do we want to take the taxi? We could take the taxi. If we have problems with Java not keeping up, then we'll get out and get back in. but we're going to take the taxi again back to Town Hall this time. So the last time we were at the hotel, and this time we're going to take the taxi to Town Hall. So you can see on the map the locations of the taxi stations, and those ones that look like they're in a yellowish green, lime, a green, those are the taxi stations. So we're going to go to the middle station, this station right here, which is Town Hall. And so here we go. And here we are. It's very quick. I usually fall asleep and then I wake up when they open the door and they go about their business. The driver. So we're here. The warehouse is back here. So let's take this. What time of the day is it? Let me see what time of the day it is. There we go. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. So no one's up yet, and this is good because I'm going to resort the warehouse here. So there's a couple submarines sitting in this Aquatica level 5 warehouse, and these submarines are being filled up to take merchandise to different places. The one on the surface and then the one underneath, but they're both subs. Let's come to sort, and then let's go to here and let's look for boots. Don't fail me now. And here we are, and we've got a bunch. But see, we've got some more that have tinier amounts that we can add to the others. So let's find those. Are they on this floor? Normally they're not. They're upstairs. I don't see any indicators lighting up. Aha! Look at the ceiling. There's an indicator right there. So we're going to go up. And we're going to come to here. Okay, so if we have too many, and we do, see how many boots we have? Let's take out the ones that, take out as many of these as we can, and we'll combine these, and then so let's come here. We'll just use the backpack. Uh-oh, look at this. I got some tomatoes in the crafting table. Those tomatoes needed to go in the warehouse. Why don't we put them right here? Nah, we should put them in a refrigerator. But there are seeds in here. Yeah, we'll just put them here for right now. Wait, I don't have them on me. Okay. So let's come here. No, let's come here. It's daytime. Let's come here. There we go. And so these that only need like one shoe, that's not enough. So let's take a yellow one. Let's make them better. And that one's fine. And these are black here. I've got 2 pairs. I bet I brought those pairs. No, these were supposed to go with something else. But I've got 2 pairs there. I'm going to put that pair there. And let's combine some shoes. And we need one more little teeny tiny one to make that one complete. There we are. And we'll put it back. I'm not taking all of these. I only need, see, I have 3 right here. So that has to do with skin diving suits. Those boots belong to skin diving suits. And this one is to make a courier hut block in Pitti. And these are supposed to come down. So we'll bring these down so we don't forget them. They were coming here. Here's one that doesn't need a lot. But I think we're going to have to do 2 of these. Oh, We didn't have to do two. Excellent. And then we'll just have to combine a bunch of these in order to... nah, I can't rush it. I can't rush it. Yeah, I can't rush it. Just to have some things to sell. And that's one of the things, to have things to sell. Because we can sell these boots and get rice, get mushrooms, get things like that that we cannot grow. We still can't grow mushrooms, rice, soybeans. What's another one that we can't grow? Oh, chickpeas. Ooh, yeah. We can't grow chickpeas. So those kinds of things all have to be bought at a market. And will that make it? No, that won't bring it all the way up. So here we go. All right, so we can put this stuff back for... Oh, there's one right there. And these can be added. See how these only have like a teeny tiny bit? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can do these right quick. So let's come here. Let's see if we can add this and add this. Was that enough? Not quite. Let's leave that there and add this one. There we go. And this one here.
I hope it stops raining soon.
Jeez, she scared me. She actually did. The sound was separated, surprisingly. And it sounded like she was behind me. Isn't that weird? Yeah, I think so too. All right, so see all these boots? Don't fail me now. Let's take all the ones... Let's take all of these boots. We're actually going to put them in on a boat and let them go out. Look at all these beautiful shoes that are Fletcher made. We're going to say that the Fletcher made them. Look, food's being added. Okay, and so we're going to put them on a ship for them to go out. So let me see if there's room on this ship. This ship is going to a city-state, and there is. So we're going to put them in this box, and these will go out and get a very good price, and we will be able to bring back mushrooms and rice and things like that. So, okay. All right, so what I'm saying is that when they come up to the ship, they use this crane. They can stand right here on this crane, and when this crane goes down, they can either go here, or they can take the crane all the way down to here. But that's how they're getting up and down. And this actually closes. If we had create, this would close. This actually closes. It's meant to look like it closes. See this piece right here? It fits exactly over this opening. And so that is how they keep the rain out if they want to. When they're working there, they're not concerned about that. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, their time. The time of Minecolonies. This is the Oaks apartment building right here, and this is the logistics center for the main warehouse. And we do have, I noticed that. See that right there? We have a submarine bay here that isn't finished. And I have a feeling that Lionel is not working on anything. Let's go and see what Lionel's working on. So we can cut through. Yeah, no, we can't. This is Kendra, and Kendra is apparently looking out the window
I
at
hope
something.
it stops raining soon.
She's actually standing up high to look out the window at something. She has some food. She has some gray concrete powder. So someone's asked for gray concrete. But right now, I just caught her looking out the window. So we're going to go back through here. And where would I like to go? We have what we needed. We needed boots. We can look and see. And there we go. So there's our first freeze right there, I believe. Let me look for a second. There we are. Let me see something for a minute. We'll go to here. Let's get this. And let's see the things that we need at Pitti. Let's see what's needed. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. They're out of... should we bring them some things back? We could try. We could bring back some pieces. It says leather chainmail. Leather chainmail and gold is what they can do right now. And compostables, no, we'll just let her use the ones that are there. And there's the courier padlock. So let's quickly look and see what kind of helmets we have. Let's look at helmets for a minute. We have one gold and one chain. So everyone here, all the druids here, should be level 5s by now. So let's find this. Let's look for the indicator. There's an indicator right there. So let's go up and let's get that. And we'll just have Pitti use them because Pitti is a newer city and does not have, is only at level 2. Oh, look, there we are. So we could take these and have them repaired. There's the chain there. Yeah, we could take these two and see what will repair them and have them repaired. Here's some more boots that don't need repairing, so we'll take those. And ooh, here's gold. Let's take the gold pieces as well. Diamond they wear here, or diamond's used to make plate. Is diamond used to make plate, or is it used for the other? I forgot now. And then we'll look for and see what other leather stuff we have in just a moment. Oh, we were upstairs. We could have done that. But let's take these two. These two are ready and can go. And then let's look for ingot. Let's look for nuggets first. GG. And there's the iron. Let's find it. Let's look on the ceiling and see if we see. I don't see one readily. That means it might be down here. So we'll look a little bit carefully and see if we see an indicator before we go upstairs. I don't see an indicator here or here. Sounded like someone knocked on the door. Here or here. Let me look at something real quick. Make sure. Nope, don't have a message. I don't see anything. Let's go upstairs. Did that take too long? It might have. Let's see if I see it right quick. Right in this area here. We're just looking to see if we see the indicator. Do you think that was too long? It might have been, but not really. They usually stay for pretty long. Let's come up here and put these boots in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! We've got a full chest there. We'll put these here as a reminder that we need to, there we go, in a smaller box. And now I'll have to go down and find that again. So there's the other submarine. Oops, I stepped into the water. That made me have siren sight. Underwater, being able to see, I can see underwater. And there it goes. Okay, good. Now it's off. And what am I doing? I'm looking for ingots. And I didn't find them. Let's try that again. Let's look for iron. Let's look for these. These are definitely going to show up because there's a lot of them. So I shouldn't have any trouble finding them. And yet. I don't have an aha! And this is probably where the ingots are too. Nope, it's just this. Alright, I'm going to save us some trouble. I'm just going to make some ingots. Let's take, let's come over here. Let's get some gold. Let's come here and find gold. And there we go. So we have nuggets and ingots. Let's see if they're together somewhere. I'm just going to be a little thorough. You probably saw me miss that the first time. Miss the indicator. They can be pretty pale. It's not in here. So we'll go upstairs. Yay. So here's the gold. And we'll just take some. And see about repairing some pieces. And let's go back down. Let's go back down here for a second. And let's look for gold. Let's go look for, what do we have on us? We looked at helmets and we got those. Let's look for chest plates. Let's look for pants, leggings. There aren't any. And boots we already did. And we've got these, and we don't have any other kind of boots. So there we go. So we've got iron, we've got gold. I'm not going to do diamond for them. I'm going to the blacksmith Amanda. Amanda has some things put away that belong to a couple people. And one of them is Atticus, the ambassador to the Nether. So he is, in Minecolonies terms, the Nether miner. That's who he is. And some of his damaged, when he goes to the Nether, some of his things get damaged, but all that's here is the axe. All that's here that's damaged is an axe. We can leave what we don't use right here. So let's take this and we're going to, Can we not repair this here? Ah, we might need the other kind of repair. Yeah, because they're not magical. Maybe we just need to repair them with a crafting table, maybe? Let's see if that is true. Here we go. Let's see if this can be repaired here with this. No, it can't. With nugget? Can those not be repaired? Let's take one of these. I've never tried repairing this, so I don't know. It looks like they can't be. All right. Oh! I don't know why I thought that was iron. I'm not reading. It's clearly says it's stone. So never mind that. Let's see if this... Now, I think these actually need to be repaired by the blacksmith. It's stone. And you know what? Let's take it... Can you repair stone stuff? I've got cobble. Let's see if we can repair stone stuff here. And let's see if we can repair this. Yes, we can. Okay. And this. And there we go. And so those are ready to go back. And then let's see if we can repair this. Yes, we can. Okay, and we'll take that back with us. However, the materials will stay here because we can't repair anything yet at Pitti Hamaalakut. So we'll have all of these stay. This food is Amanda's. These bowls could go back to the warehouse. I'm going to take them with me to Pitti, and let's put these things away. So we'll put this here, and let's put this up. Ah, here's something that I want to see if this can be repaired. So we'll put this here, and we're good to go. Let me get a piece of iron again, and let's see if these can be repaired. I don't know. I don't do a lot of, nah, they can't be. Okay, so they just have to be used up. And we'll put them here. I don't know. I'd have to see how many damaged shears, damaged things like that there are. They're not going to use them if they're damaged. So we would have to have something that takes things apart. We did used to have corrals, but corrals didn't make the transition to NeoForge, which is the versions of mods that I'm using right now. And so let's just come and look for scissors for a minute. And how long? Ooh, yay. Yeah, I can trash them. I know I can trash them. We're going to see how many pairs of scissors we have. Hi. Hi, Fernanda. How are you? No, I don't need any help. Thank you very much. Let me come over here. And let's come here and let's look for shears. And there's only one pair here, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to put them back in my bag along with these guys. No, I don't want to put them on. Look at this. I had one of these pairs of boots. Do I have room here? I do, for a single pair of boots. We're gonna put them right here. Who's making water? Oh no, someone's making water. Someone is making water again. It'll never be used. Shoot. We're going to say that they're making water. That means we have to check every single baker. So we have more than one. So we're going to start last. That's just a thing. It's just a thing. But it's a thing to make us go through the entire game. We're going to start with Aya. Aya's all the way back where Hannah is, and Aya and Hannah are making food in the northwest region, the third warehouse. So this area here. What are you waiting for? Let's look and see.
Good to see you.
Stripped jungle wood. Cancel. I'm going to have her ask for that again while I'm here. And let's continue on. That is Mauricio's restaurant across the way there. But we're going through the sifter shop, Calvin's sifting shop. There's Lane, and Calvin's he's going to get breakfast. Look, his fish. He probably fed his fish. And now he's going to have breakfast. And there's Hannah. Where's Hannah going? To have breakfast with Calvin. Yes, that's where she's going. Let's come down here and let's go to Aya. I'm running with scissors. Do I want to put them back in my bag? I guess I can put them here for right now. This is Aya right here. Let's check what she can craft, and let's turn off cake, and I'll go to the Fishers also. This is the bread that we do use. She can make cookies if she wants. This one is turned off, so Aya is not the one, and there's Aya right now coming in. Does she have room? Let's see if she has room in her inventory. She does, and she can make a lot of stuff. Let's put this over here, and let's look and see. She's got some bowls that are for cream cheese, or from cream cheese. She uses cream cheese to make cheesecake. Let's come down here, and it's not showing crafting. I just want to see if bottles of water on here. No, there aren't. Okay, and so we don't have to worry about them. What is the matter with you?
Need something?
You can't find suitable water? I will work on it. What do you mean you can't find suitable water? You've been fishing here for years. What are you talking about? Onyx? Are you saying that this warehouse is, this fishery might be fished out? Aren't you supposed to be managed? Oh, look at here. See that right there? How far down is this? Is this part right here interfering? Let me get a shovel.
Hey, awesome.
Awesome, good. Let's pull this part back underneath here, and we'll pull this section back here, and this section right here. So see, he is not as deep as, who is that? Who is that? Isn't that Thomas? Yeah. He's not as deep as Thomas is. So we could, in fact, remove this section right here. Yes, I agree. I'll remove it for him. You can't catch me. And that is right there. Okay, so let's bring this whole set down right here, this whole section. Now, if we wanted to do it really quickly, let's take this and this, and we'll use them. So the Tyrian will get rid of these all the way back to here. Look what we found. We found something. Get rid of all of this. Bring all this down in this section here. And I think that will make him feel better. Did he just say perfect? It sure sounded like he did. Let's bring this down one more. And look what we found. We found all sorts of things down here. Let's take this. I'm not trying to do anything specific. I'm just trying to bring this down. I'm not trying to decorate or anything like that. Okay. I don't want to lose those, however. So we're going to take these out of the wall right now. 1, 2, 3. And there's 3 of those. Take this down and that'll solve that problem. 1, 2, 3 iron. 1, 2, 3. And let's come over to here.
I'm going to do my best work for you.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yikes! There's no water here. Hold on, let's get a bucket. There's no water in this area, and so I can't see. This is what it would look like if I wasn't a mermaid. That's what it would look like. What was I up to? Do you remember? Oh. 11, 12. Let's say I was up to 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 is a legitimate one of those, so we could have been up to 21. Oops, wrong piece. I was supposed to be using this. That was 21 pieces of coal that we're looking at. And this area right here, under here, we're just going to fill with water. This is actually good for our farm. See this area in here? Salmon love this. So they'll come here and have babies. And this will actually be really good. Let's take this right here and get rid of this top of the soil. Right here. Just going to get rid of this 21 pieces of coal, right? Exactly. And there we have it. So we've lowered this area, coal, and we got 21 pieces of coal. And there we are. Let's put these away because I don't want anything to happen to them. And the bucket. Oh, look. Let's put this up here. These are 2 different kinds. Let's 5 plus 5. We can't put those on top of each other. Interesting. Maybe because one's been repaired. Aha, and one hasn't. How much do you want to bet? That's what it is. And then let me come here and let's put this away. And so now I've got iron. But that wasn't what I was doing. And this is what happens. So we found out that Aya was not making any water. The nearest other bakery, Aya is the only bakery in the Northwest. The next closest bakery is, I think, yeah, is actually, is Abdullah. Abdullah, who is at Messiah's restaurant in the town center, the visitors shopping center. And we're going to head there. Now we've done a lot of jumping around. And so that jumping around has got Java a little confused. Yay! The air conditioner is off. So we're going to come this way. I see those druids. So here's a cookery here, but we don't have a bakery attached because Abdullah is upstairs right here. So we'll go to Abdullah first and see if he is making water. Somebody's making water. So this is Messiah's restaurant here. This is a level 5 Aquatica restaurant with a level 5 bakery attached to it. And we're coming here and let's look at these. Type of cake. Is it a milk cake? Yeah, it is. Disable. Only the main bakery, Lane's Bakery, makes cake, and that's how we'll do it. Those things are turned off. Everything seems fine here. And we've got those turned off. It's turned off. Where are we getting this water from? Where are we getting the water from? Boop, boop, boom. Let's come down here because it's in the, it's taking up honey bottles. That's the problem. It's like, what difference does it make? I can hear you. It makes a difference because it's taking up honey bottles. So let's go to Franklin, who is in the university area, and we'll look and see. We have some visitors from the tavern, which is in the town hall area, but we're going back here to the university area, right back here. This is the university. This is the university library right here. And right down this hall, we have the Enchanter, the university hospital, with its ambulance right here. We have Nina's restaurant right here, and right here is Franklin. And we're going to make sure that he is not making water. Everything's staying turned off, which is good, and he's not making water. Where is this water coming from? Wow, this is interesting. No one else can make water, right? She can't make water. Let me look at something here for a second. And custom recipes. She can make things. So she can make spatial guard reinforcements calls your guards to help you out for a limited time. Ooh, nice. Sneak and right-click on a colony building to highlight and speed up its workers. Ooh, nice. And then this one here is safely teleports you to the set colony. Colony none, set 1 with sneak and right click. So if we wanted to, if we were out and we wanted to teleport, ooh, that's excellent. We could have Lillian make one of these, and then of course the usual things here. Safely teleports you and nearby players to the colony. So that's a group one. And this is just an enchanted book. If you need some clean enchanted books, a tome, that seems like a high price. One of these tomes turned into an enchanted book, but maybe it isn't. So yeah, so that is, she's not making any water. And we're going to head back through the library. We're going to go through the lecture hall this time. This is the university's lecture hall right here. And that's something that is projected on the screen right there. Oh, we could. I don't think there's anything big enough that we could put on here. These are panels. I don't think there's anything big enough that we can put terracotta to make some sort of design or something like that. But nah, we'll just leave it. If I did anything, I would just take the black terracotta and make it a blackboard again, or an empty screen, and we could do that. But for now, we're just walking through on our way to our other bakery. So we checked out Franklin, and he's not doing it. Let's go to Leonard. I think it's Leonard. 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 Well, it could be Leonard. Leonard's right here, and he is in, this is an arcology level 5 restaurant again, and this is an arcology level 5 bakery attached. And let's look here. And he seems to be okay. What is this? This is soy. Disable that. And this is milk. We don't have enough. We have to import soybeans. Aha, look at this. Disable. And that part is done. Flatbread is okay. This is okay. He doesn't have enough room to make cookies. So that's why his is turned off, and cake should be turned off. And that is turned off. It is absolutely turned off. Let's continue. We have 2 more bakers. We have Lane, who is the main baker. He runs the industrial bakery right down here. So we'll come here and look and see what his things are saying. This is Lane right here. And no one's eating any pumpkin pie here. And if we were going to make pumpkin pie, we would actually have take the pumpkins over to Pitti Hamaalakut and let Watson make them, because they're lower level and he can make those. Oh no, it says level 3. Oh, so he can't make them yet. He'll be able to make them when we upgrade those buildings. So he can't even make them yet. I'm looking at the things that it is talking about here. These are cookies. They're allowed to make. Lane is making cookies. There's no water. I don't understand this. I don't understand where the water is coming from. I'm going to have to ask on Discord where small bottles of water could be coming from if it's turned off at the bakery. Who else can make small bottles of water? We're going down the hall here to Gray, and Gray is the last baker that we have. And he is down here.
Oh.
So that's an interesting question. Now, a person might say, well, maybe they were there all along and you didn't know it. What? Okay. Whoa, she needs a bell. How do you make a bell? Bell is listed. You cannot make a bell. You have to steal a bell, or you have to negotiate for a bell. You could negotiate for a bell with a town, and they would make another bell for themselves, and then you would have a bell from them. So I would have to ask Tana, the Nation of Mermaids, to negotiate with a village, one of Mr. Villager's villages, specifically to get a bell that she needs that is actually for the cookery. It is. It's for the cookery. Ray, how are you doing? What are you doing? So, no, you're not making pumpkin pie. You're not making soy cake. You're not making cake at all. Yeah, I see those. Yeah, you can make muffins. You can make those if you insist. I don't want you to make cookies. They don't eat cookies. You can make the bread, definitely. And yes, definitely make cheesecake. Pizza. And it's turned freaking off. So the only thing that I can think is that those bottles were hidden there.
So what'll it be for you?
I will work on that for you, I promise. Those bottles have been hidden there the whole time. Because at one point I got all the bottles I could find, and I must not have found them all. Those must have been someplace else. Let's look for bottles here. And we have 27 water bottles here. And they're right here. And let's just take these out. See this right here? Take this with us. I have to give that back to the skeletons. I should actually take the bone, but they don't care as much about the bone. Let's take a portion of these tags. I only need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say we need 4 tags. We'll take those. Do you see anything else here we need? No. So let me come here. Let me actually come here. Let's put this up here and this here, and let's see how many of these we can line up into a set. They seem to be okay. We'll see. This goes back to the skeletons, and these ores can come and be in here. So we'll put these ores here in exchange for this. Anything else here that we might need? I don't really want to take too much away. And there we are. So we have these bottles of water. And these we'll just have to count. So we have 16 and 5. So let's come here. And let's get bottles. Let's get 16 bottles. Nope, that's not working. Let's come here and let's get bottles. Let's get 16 bottles from here. These are empty. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put those there. Okay, and then we're going to go over to here and we're just going to empty these other bottles. So we can put these bottles somewhere. Let's put the, ooh, okay, keep that in mind. Let's put the bottles here. So we're putting the bottles back that we took out of here. And then let's take the ones from here and let's dump the water. So we're going to dump the water. Saving the world. See, it's saving the world right there. And now it's done saving the world. 1, 2, 3. We can do 9 at a time. We're emptying the water out of the bottle. See, it says empty. And so we've got those and those. Okay, so we emptied the water out. We didn't ask for anything here. Let's look. I think we have everything that we need. We're starting to lag a little bit. How long have we been on? We've been on an hour. That's not so bad. For all the jumping around that I've done and running and things like that, saving the world again. So see that saving the world part there? I hadn't noticed that before. I have, oh, ooh, okay. We're at this place where we're bombing, that everything we do causes us to bomb. Let's see if that's true. If that is, let's take, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the taxi back to the travel center. I know, this is going to make it worse. And then we're going to take the travel balloon back to Pitti for the second hour. The second hour. So let's come here. And we're at the second makers area. And we're going all the way over. Wait. Oh, yeah. Look. Yeah, we're at that point. Oh, no. Cancel. I want to see if I can get us. No, I can't. See? I wanted to try and get us to go to Pitti and then restart. And I might not be able to, but we'll see in a minute. So we're going to the hotel submarine taxi. So the sub taxi. Teleport. And here we are. And we'll have to wait until it finishes. And there we go. And let's come out. And let's head back. We have everything that we needed to bring with us, because what we really needed was just the boots. And yeah, we're going to lag for a little bit here. I want to be on the other side. I want to be at Pitti before I get out and get back in. So Solomon already sold me a round-trip ticket. And remember when I went up to the counter right when we first got here? And so We're just waiting for the world to catch up, and it is caught up. And then we're coming up here. We're going to wait for the driver to close the gate, and we are going to not have up the map. Notice we're stuck. And as soon as we're unstuck, there we go. We're coming to here, and we're going to go to Pitti Hamaalakut as soon as that beach ball goes away. You can't see it, but there's a beach ball there. There it is. Teleport. And we have teleported. Okay, so now we're going to wait until that smoke starts moving, and we're going to get out. Save and quit to title. Saving the world. Let's save the world. All right, quit game. We're going to have to bring up CurseForge in order to reload NeoForge to reload our world. Here's CurseForge right here. And we can go here and do this. So we will we're going to hit play. CurseForge is up. It's loading the launcher, the NeoForge version of it. So we're coming here. Hold on a second. I'm going to look and see if I have any messages from family. Okay, ready? Let's play. It's an infection, a disease. It's like in Matrix, when the machines were describing the humans as an infection, a disease, a virus. And it's not so much that we don't act like a virus. Not really. Not really, we don't. So now the game is loaded, and I'm going to put up the screen. We're going to make CurseForge go away because we don't need it anymore. And then we're going to bring up the single player, Arnaaluk. And I'm not on server. I am not. I just never have. I wanted Vincentius to be on a server with Vincentius, but that just hasn't happened yet. How many years? Yeah, exactly. So that means he doesn't want to. So that's fine. He plays 7 Days to Die, and he likes its aesthetic in comparison to some other things. We didn't bring anything back here. We didn't use the luggage. We had it on us. So I'm going to come to my backpack, and we're going to take out all these things right here for them. This is not for them. This goes back to I have to take it back. I, the ambassador, have to take it back. Do I want to give them these shears? Maybe so. I want to hold on to those. I'm not going to use them today. I'm going to wait until we have friends. Oops, don't put that there. I'm going to wait until we have friends in chat. And because we do have names for all the animals, the wild animals who are a part of the meadow. We don't have a name for the pig. I'm not necessarily particular about keeping the pig here, but we do have names for the wolf and for, are we done? We're done. And why don't I take this boot myself? I'm going to make this, we're going to go up. It's nighttime, or it's sunset. Oh, it's not quite night yet, so we'll still be able to see a little bit. And these roads are pretty well marked, these paths. They don't want roads. We will have to do the research in the university to get them to move faster if they want. I get concerned that maybe they're going to, move too fast because of the tree. We have so many different tree walkways, but we'll see. We'll see. For right now, we are at the warehouse. And what do we need to make one of these? Let's sort the warehouse. And then we've got the boots. Let's go back and see what we need to make a courier. We need boots and plank. And that's it. We should have some... I would prefer to use plank. If I can't see it like right there, then I'm going to look for it here rather than take the time. LANK. We want to use birch because, as you can see, we have more. Although we have jungle, but we need a lot of jungle and dark oak. So we're using the birch for the kitchens. And so we have enough for them right now. When we don't have enough, we'll grow some more at Pitti. Let's take this, and this is going to give us what we need. What else is needed here? Dark oak plank panels. Was there a dark oak here? Plank. This is spruce, oak, and spruce, no dark oak. So let's come back here to plank. And let's see if we have some dark oak. Yes, we do. We have 1,000. And it's in a different location. 2 locations. Interesting. Let's come here. This is dark oak plank. And we need dark oak plank panels. So, this is a refrigerator. Wait, with what? Ooh, someone's making flatbread to serve with the spicy grilled chicken? Ooh, that sounds like an excellent idea. Hold on for a second. Let me do this first. What kind of panels are these? These are... And dark oak fence. Shoot, we need sticks. They're dark oak panels, striped. Okay, let's get some fence. And did you see that thing asking for more gray wool? So let's get sticks. And let's find them. They're right here. And then we'll get gray wool. So we'll take this stick section here. Let's get wool. Let's come here and look for wool. We might have some gray wool left. Light gray is what we actually need. And look at that, there isn't any light gray wool. So that's why there isn't enough of whatever that was that we saw. Let's go to Romina for a minute. It's midnight, but I want to set up the menu. I love the idea. I love the idea of that. So we'll set up a menu here for Romina to serve grilled chicken and tortillas. Or was that flatbread? I'll be able to tell when I look at it. Let's come here. So corn chowders. Let's see if we have any left here. There are still corn chowders. These are corn chowders. There's still squash soup. And this is what's been added right here. Oh, so we could do tortillas with both of those. Ravioli, we have someone who's serving ravioli. And those I'll have to check on. But we do have ravioli being served. And these right here. What is this? This is squash. This is squash. This is corn. This is corn. So look at all this corn chowder, squash, soup, and potato soup. We still have some yogurts for breakfast. And so this is all potato, 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 squash, and corn. Okay. I just want to see. So I'm not taking these off the list. Spicy grilled we can add. And we can add tortillas until they can. This is Riley, one of the druids, getting potato soup to eat. Let's see what the menu says they're eating. They are eating nothing. Oh, wait, no, squash soup. Ooh, so they are eating the squash soup. How much can we put here? We might not can put anything else. If we can, we will add the spicy grilled. We can, yay! Let's add the spicy grill. It wasn't tortillas, it was flatbread, wasn't it? Didn't it look like flatbread? That was in there. Let's try the flatbread and let's try the tortillas. Oh, it's not letting us, so we're out. We have the other foods here. The veggie raviolis, we're going to take them away from here, and so that they can serve tortillas, because Deacon is serving ravioli. So we'll have them go there if they want to have ravioli. And look at this, spicy chicken. Spicy chicken is on the menu now. Yay, team. Okay. And we'll leave that. And now let's go back to the warehouse, which is this way. And it's sunrise, so people are going to start getting up. Watson and Morgan are going to come and make food. Simeon and Parnell are going to rise and begin working the farms. And Deleza and Sadie are going to begin making deliveries. Those are our early risers. And then the builders will get up after that. Quickly, before anyone comes, let's change into a survivalist so that I can make those panels. Now the panels are squiggly horizontal, I think. Let's see if I saw that right. Dark oak fence and the light grays and gray. Squiggly, squiggly, squiggly. Wait, I passed it, didn't I? Vertically striped. So let's come here and let's go to panels. Let's go to dark oak. We have to pick one. Let's pick vertically striped, which is on the other page, this page. Vertically striped. And let's make 12. And then I'll check. Wait, not here. Vertically striped panels. 16! Aha! So let's vertically striped panels. Did it go back? It did. And there it is, chosen right there. And we'll add and make that 16. Why don't we just do, yeah. And let's put this here. And she can take those. Let's make the fence. How much fence do we need? Dark oak, it says 2. So let's come here to fence, dark oak fence, and fence. It didn't change. Aha! Yes. Can't do it that way. Let's do fence over here. Well, since we have these and we have this recipe up, why don't we put this in and make this? All right, now let's go to fence. Fence it is. Dark oak fence. Dark oak fence. Here we are. And let's do these here and these. How many do we need? We only needed 2. So I'm not going to make a whole lot. And we can put all of that and this back. What else did we need? We needed wool. The wool, we need a colony flag, which there's nobody here to make it, so we have to. We need gray wool, which we have, and then we have to make more light gray wool, which requires white and gray dye, light gray dye. So let's come here. Let's get the wool first. So we have gray wool and white wool. Let's hope they're together. They might not be. They are. So this is gray wool right here. I don't need all of it. And we definitely need all of this. So I'm going to take a couple. And then we need white. I think this is light gray. Let's see if that makes light gray, because if it does, then we can use this to make the light gray. Oh, I don't want to use it all. I just want to see if that is true. I think it is. Let's put this here. Light gray dye. At your service. And let's take this and let's make these. Okay, so now we have wool. We need a slab, which is just this. Not anymore. Ooh, no, it never was. I forgot, that's right. I still keep thinking of that mod that I had. I'll have to see how many I needed. Let's come here. Are we out of oak log? Has he used up all the log? Ooh, we're in trouble. Yeah. Oak log. And we have sticks. So we can make the colony flag. We needed 4 gray wool. So let's come back here and get 2 more of those, and we can put this away right here, and she can get that. The light gray wool now, and let's see what we need. It sounds like it's raining. We need 4 stairs, and that's it. 4 stairs. Stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just need light gray wool. And so we can put all of this right here. The banner. I forgot about the colony banner. Let's take this. And that's all we need to do is have this on us. C-O-L-O-N. And there it is, a colony flag banner. And there it is, and there's my piece right here. And we're good to go for right now. If we are out of oak log, that's going to be really interesting. We could have brought some back with us. It says he needs 4. So you can see what we're looking at. Not a 1. Stripped oak 18. Let me come here and let's find the stripped for a second. I don't know if you can. That's what I'm going to find out. Stripped oak log. Let's see what it would take if we can make oak log. Oak log. Not from here. And there's nothing. See, there's no indications. This is chipped, talking about taking it and doing stuff. So the only way we can get it is chop down some trees. So let's put this here. And who is hung up? Who is it who's hung up? It is Aaron, the miner, who's hung up. So we're not going to, the mine's not going to expand for right now. And Aaron is going to be waiting for us to get oak from Arnaaluk, is where we need to get the oak from. And we'll do that next time we go there. So Aaron is going to be doing some other stuff while he's waiting. The books. I'm working on better ways to mine. Look at this. It's raining. Isn't this wonderful? So let's go back to, hi Simeon. Simeon, of course, is waiting on his fields right now. He might be saying it's raining, but he's not.
So, what will it be for you?
Good for you. So he is just working. Wow, if they made it that the underwater and underground, the hives, don't, and the cavern style, don't actually have to wait, that would be pretty amazing. That definitely would. Wait for it to stop raining, in other words. That would be quite something. And we're here. Has anything been picked up? Some of it has. And they'll come back. And they'll get more. And we're going to come down here and look at the area that we were working on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So I don't think that this is designating as a leisure area, because there would be people here because it's raining and there isn't anyone here. I was hoping that this would work, but I think it has to be designated in some kind of way, and I don't know. So we'll have to find out if we can figure that out. this section right here, which is the bridge, the walkway, is fine. I'm okay with that. This is a chimney sitting on top of this. And so I want to see if I want to continue to have that be a chimney. We have some chimney pieces, and that's why I'm talking about that. Is anyone here? Let's go downstairs here. What is this? This is a tavern. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? This is a tavern. And if we didn't want the ceiling to be the color of the floor upstairs, we could actually do something about that. These look really nice as closets. This is vanilla, and this looks really good for vanilla. And I just love. And yes, I kept these doors because I like the idea of these. Do we want to? Can we? I don't think there's enough room. Yeah, there isn't. So this is a double room here, but it has twin beds. And this is a full bedroom here. And then there's a little wash area right here, which is most curious and very cute. This is vanilla, and it's really quite nice. Let's close the door. Let's change into a superhero. Let's have superpowers. So we're going to have superpowers here. Let's look at some things. Let's look at some sinks. Since they put a sink here, we have a couple. This one definitely looks like a sink that would be in a room like this. So we're going to put this sink right here. There we go. And we need a mirror, a miroir. OR. Let's use a white one since this is pretty dark down here. And there we go. So there's the mirror. So this is obviously supposed to be a toilet, and this is ingenious. I love it. How do I feel about toilets? TOI. We could have one. So we could either use Mr. Crayfish's, which look much more like Minecraft, or we could use Paladins. Why don't we take one of these and one of these and see how we feel about it. So we're going to take this out, and we're going to take this back into this spot right here. This gives us more room. And let's see if we can do what this looks like. So that is Mr. Crayfish, I think. Hold on. That is Mr. Crayfish, and let's look at Paladins for a second. And that's Paladins. Paladins made out of... okay. Made out of, what you call it? Isn't that quartz? It looks like quartz. What is this one made out of? This one's made out of quartz too. That looks like quartz or calcite. Right there. Fascinating. I like the way this one looks in here. And here's what we're going to do. Let's get a S-H-O-J, a shoji door. And we're going to put one here. It's dark in here, so why don't we use this one? We're going to put a shoji door right there. And there we are. Okay. That's as much as we want to do with that, but that's very fun. Do we want to do something with these? Or do we just want to have them? Now we have pretty color ones. Handcrafted, I think it's handcrafted, has beautiful versions of these. And let's see for a second. See these here? These are all really pretty. We could do gold or we could do the light colors. Let's do this one and this one. And let's take this one away. Let's put that right there on this side right here. Let's put the narrow one here. Like that. And there we are. So we have those. I love these doors. The mantus. I know. Is anyone in here? Sure, you can see them right here. So, yeah, I'm okay with them for now. Knock, knock. And this is so pretty. But we're going to do something here. Look at this. Look at the view that they have out the window right here. So we're going to give them a view right here by putting in glass. And I've got some paint somewhere. What do we not need? We don't need these 3, 4. Pane. We have been using the light gray with the wood. And so we'll put that in. And I like that. This bed. Is there anything on this side? Yeah. So that goes into the utility room right there. Do we want a door right here to the utility room so that if a person, they can use the ladder or they can use the door, and we can make the door a traditional spruce door right here. Since this is spruce right here, let's put it right here. I know, I'm trying to figure it out. That did it. Yay. Okay, so that goes to here. I mean, we could lock it or something if we wanted to, but we'll just say that that is locked. And then we have that, and we're good. Nobody's going to mistake that for the bathroom. They're going to go, oops. Let's take this away, that creature. That's Chroma Hill's brewing stand. Looks like that. Let me see what other brewing stands we can find for a minute. We have the coffee brewer. Let's see for beers. We got rid of one, remember? We had pale ale, stout, and there was one here. We can check and see what that is, and we can put it here. Because we did. When we put this here, that got rid of that. If we want to have a sink here, let's look at sinks. We could have one of cooking for blockheads sinks. The colors in here are terracotta. And let's go ahead and let's put a terracotta sink right here, like that. And then we don't even have to do anything else to it. Excellent. All right. And now we have a window here. We don't really have the ability, I think there really isn't much of a view on this side right here. I'd almost rather that they had painting or something, or closets, have a nightstand here and have closets on both sides. However, here is an amazing place to have a window and to have it run the full length of this side right here. And where's the glass? Did I make it go away? Of course I did. Of course I did. Hold on. So we're gonna do this right here. Now normally this would be underground and we wouldn't be able to do anything like what we're doing. So, but because this is hanging off the side of the hill, look at this view. Ooh, that is beautiful. Now right here, where this is, let me see what this looks like on the back, where this is located and how much room we have here. We have a fair amount of room here. I'm going to bring, oop, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to bring this and this out completely on this side. So we'll bring that there. We have this piece here, which is a piece of this. Why don't we make this a stair? Shoot. In order to do that, we have to have a cutter and make that into a stair right there. So why don't we do that? And we could make stair here if we want to. Let's bring this wall. We're essentially bringing this wall out right here because I want to put in a closet on this side. If this was underground, I would do the same thing. All right, and now I need stair. Cutter. I need a cutter, I need white, I have it, and I need terracotta. This is terracotta, good. Okay, so let's put the cutter down, and let's get a stair. And let's put this here, and let's get one of those. I'm gonna put this here and get one of these just in case. And there we are. And now let's go out. Woo! We're falling. This is where we want to put this. And we could put it this way. And on this side, do the same thing. So we'll have it like that. And then what do we do here? I don't think we need to do anything in that part. Let's come back in. No, I do need one piece. No, I don't. Okay. So let's come back in here. And where is it? Let's make these two go away. We don't need this for a while. Hi. And let's come to here for a second. We're going to get this. We don't need this. Put this back. And let's close this up. And on this side right here, we now have that. Now if we want, we could bring it up one more right here because this would allow us, now this is where we need the stair. This would allow us to, all right, I'll leave that for last. I see what you're saying. This would allow us to be able to put something there. This will be interesting. Let's do the same thing with this. On this side, using terracotta. Let's put this one up against here and then have it come. I know, I'm changing this in this part right here. So let's this over. Then we have that. Let's come over here. And we're gonna just put this right on the sides of that. Okay. And that's what that looks like now. And down here we have this. We could just go ahead and put this all the way around. This was never meant to be, this is meant to be underground, this whole bottom part here. But because we're in the tree area, we've actually put it here. Let me put that in. And this, what am I doing with this? Let's do that and that. I'm fine with that. That here, nope. Nope. Nope, that doesn't look good. So yeah, so we've modified this for the fact that this is now sticking out underneath this building. So see, it's sitting right here like this, underneath, being held up by these ancient trees that we've got growing out of different sections right here. See this right here? This is one of our trees that is going to come down pretty far unless we bring that up. We could bring that up. But we're in the process of building the trees underneath to look like I had to tuck in my mouse. I had to plug it in because it was out of battery, and so every once in a while I'm getting stuck on the cord. So yeah, so we're making it like this. This is a part of this tree that is coming down in these sections, in the same way that these trees look like this over here. See how these look? So we've just got another one of these trees right here. We've got a couple of these trees right here. And we haven't made this into a huge quad, but we will eventually do that with that one. All right, so did we close this up completely? No, we did not. Can I put that in from here? I think I can. Let's come here and see. Yeah, I definitely can. All right. So there we are. How many of these are here? I don't think I mind them so much in the hallway. In the hallway, why don't we do this? In the hallway, this is the floor upstairs. And this is supposed to be making a pattern on the floor upstairs. However, it's making a pattern on the ceiling down here. And I don't actually want that. So we're going to take these away upstairs. We won't have these ones right here. Other than that, we would have to put in a whole new set. Does this go all the way down the hall? It does. So since this goes all the way down, now watch, this will show outside, but we'll see in a minute. And let's put this light back. This one right here. Let's light up right here. We're just putting that there temporarily until I see if I want a different kind of light. And this one right here, let's change this. So we're going to have closets, a closet there, and then we can have, we could actually have like a place here if we wanted. See what begins to happen? So let's see if we want to do for these bed areas here, if we want this to be here like this, or if we want to have this actually be a whole piece of furniture coming out in that part. So let's look at wardrobes. let's decide what we're going to have. We're in birch country. Let's do the fronts to look like this. And that'll work. Let's put chests. We can put a chest on top of one of them. We can put a flower pot on top of the other. Put a chest there. Flowers? Something? What if we did something here? What if we put something here? I'm intrigued. I've got that log piece there. We would have to use birch wood and a cutter. And let's make panel. Oh, I'm not putting anything down. Let's put the cutter here. Let's get panel. Let's get this. And let's make this. Or this. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what this looks like if we put this across here like this. So see, it's actually see-through there. And I like that. Let's take this up. We can put a flower. We can put flowers or something. A lamp. And what do I want to do with this part right here? Let's go to, this is in the room. These are in the room for right now. Let's go to books. And let's look at the book, the birch front. That's these. So we have this. We have this. And we have a full bookcase. So let's see what this would look like. We have that there, and then books right here. I don't know. Color, this is brown. Let's look at beds for a second. Let's look at handcrafted beds. Let's go to beds. Why don't we do handcrafted? These are paladins. Oh, this is curious. Let's go to handcrafted. Let's do it this way. Let's come here and go down to where their beds are. Here they are. And let's get birch beds. What color do we want in this room? Something pretty. Oh, so pretty. We could do green. We could do lime. I think lime is creeper head. We use those in the kids' rooms. We could do purple, not with the orange. No, not with the orange. Let's do yellow or white or brown. Let's do one of these. Let's take these away. Let's see what it looks like. Aha! Look at that coming all the way up. So let's take this part here. I bet I got rid of it and I shouldn't have, but I'm going to put that there. Let's put the bed here, and right here, I got rid of everything, didn't I? I think I did. We can put bookcase. the front one. Let's do this. And actually have a drawer here. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. See how far up it comes? So we do need to have something. Oh, look what it did. Look, it made it longer. So we can't do that. We'll have to, oh, I've got it in my hand. Hold on. I think it's not going to be tall enough. I think we actually have to use a bookcase in order to get it to come up to the right height. So let's use the bookshelf and let's put it here. See, because it has those feet, and we're putting it there like that, and that actually works. All right, and then we were going to look at bed coverings. We could do yellow, which looks like that. We could do white, which is what that is already. And the brown, so there was already brown in here, and we're just having it be brown like that. I'm good with that. Lamps. Now, we can have the pretty fancies in here. So let's do that. We've got brown. Let's just do white ones. Let's go with the birch. And here we have a problem, Houston. Let's try taking this away. Let's see if I would just rather have this like this. And they can each have a reading lamp on both sides. Now I want to look at lamps and see if I have something else that looks more like a reading lamp. Lamp, which there isn't really. One of the other mods had a lamp that looked like a desk lamp at one point, but that mod did not go over to Neo, and that's the problem, NeoForge. The decision to do NeoForge has created some interesting things, and so we don't have some of the lights. I don't know that this is going to look good here, but let's see. Okay, can't be there. That's interesting. That actually looks okay. Let's turn them off. So if someone wants a light on in here, they can turn that on. That light's on. It's all right. Let's put a mirror here. We'll put one of the light mirrors here, right here like this. And we're good with that for right now. We could put it across the whole part right there like that. I'm okay with that. And where were we going to put those flowers now? I believe that we can still put a flower pot right there. Flowers, O-W-E-R. Some that are in pots. We'd have to go to Dawn of Time. This is Dawn of Time right here. And I think in the Asian, there are some pots. See that Ikebana right there? Let's try the Ikebana. It might not look right because of what's happening with, and I might not be able to put it there with the mirror. And I can't. See what it's doing? It's coming out here because the mirror is there. Let's put it here. We are good to go. Okay, and a stool, something. Let's put a stool They can still get to the bed right here. Let's put a stool right in this window as a seat. Let's do the birch. And we'll put a stool right here. Hi. Hi, everybody. So this is the tavern, the Oasis, the Desert Oasis Tavern. We have altered it some, and those alterations just have to do with what I'm doing right now, is doing some modifications for the fact that this is not the desert. We are not in the desert. We are in old growth woodlands, forests, and forgotten forests. And we wanted to have this right here. See how the Desert Oasis has this upstairs seating area right here. And we wanted to have this seating area in this section. And so because of that, we have managed to put this right here. Now, if you had been watching on Twitch yesterday, day before, what's today? So Monday, did we start that Monday? I think we did. If you were watching on Twitch on Monday, we were going to put a urban residence here. And we even brought up this part of the mountain to do that, to sit the urban residence. But when we started thinking about the fact that there wasn't a watering hole, for lack of a better term, in other words, the restaurant is here, but there isn't a place for them to sit and hang out in a place where the travel balloon is right here. So this is the travel balloon sitting right here. And this is the hospital spa. So this is much more a spa than it is a hospital. If someone's sick, Marilyn, the doctor, can actually help them here. But this is mostly for people wanting to get away and to have treatments. This is a retreat. So they could go up to the restaurant, but the restaurant wants to serve food. And we just wanted a place where they could hang out. And so now we have this. This is the Desert Oasis Tavern. And we were downstairs working on the tavern rooms. So we worked on the double with single beds. So this is a double room with single beds. We worked on this. Is that going to bother me? I see that. Am I going to be bothered by the ceiling changing color right there? Are these stairs? They sure are. It's not going to bother me. If it did, we'll just leave it. We're just going to leave that part and just have it be like the furniture is there. And so we have that part there. And then we're going to come over to here, and this is vanilla still right here. See the closet set up right here is made out of those bookcases, and we have all sorts of things going on here. We added a window because this is underground, so it wouldn't normally have a window. We can do this little thing here as a closet. Let's use the birch again. Wait, is there any birch showing in this room? There isn't. There is spruce showing in this room. So why don't we make the furniture different here? Let's do a wardrobe. That gives us this closet. Let's go to books. No, I don't want it in that. Wait. Let's go to wardrobes again. DR. I said spruce. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the spruce. Let's go to books. So this is Macaw's wardrobe, and the books, Macaw's books, has the matching right up here. There is this one, which is the cupboard bookshelf. And so what we can do is take this and put it here. And take this one here and that one there. That does seem like a lot, doesn't it? It seems like too much for a hotel. So we'll put it here like this. And that gives us, whoa! No. There we are. Yes, you can do that. That would be interesting in a living room. So that little ikebana, little flower that we had, let's go back to Dawn of Time for a second. Let's see if we can find another flower in the Asian section. And sure enough, we've got some plants. Here's a potted mulberry. And here's a potted grape. Let's look and see what this looks like. That's kind of big sitting there. It might be too big. Let's put this up. Yeah, let's put that there. And then a chest. We're going to come here and get a chest and put it right there. So there's one place. Let's put another one there. Like this is their luggage that they brought in. And then we're going to have to do the lights. And let's do the same lights in this room that we did in the other. We're going to put them right here. So we're going to have one here and one there. Do we want to have a curtain here? I mean, some people don't like having CRT. Let's make these go away. We're not going to use them. And these. So we could either use Valhelsia's curtains, and let's do orange in this room. We could use Valhelsia's curtains, or we could use Macaw's curtains. And if we use Macaw's, then we need spruce, a spruce piece across here. So let's look at this for a second. Let's put this here like this. Let's take Macaw's, because what we can do with Macaw's is make it thinner. Do it on the other side. There we go. And let's do that one here. Oh, it looks like it's partially open. Look at that. I like that, but I think, oops, we can't have anything in our hand. There, I think I like it like that. Okay, and then what are we using here? This is spruce. Let's get some spruce books. Books. Spruce books. And we'll come down. So, Houston, we have a problem. We definitely don't want the tops to be made out of that. So we're going to change it to stripped spruce for the dressers. And we'll put them here. So we have one here and one here. And that gives us that. And there we are. Do we want anything else? We do want a stool. We're using the darker wood. Oh, why don't we do this? We can do the brown in here. Let's go to handcrafted. This is handcrafted mod. We're going to come down here to the beds. first. Where are they? Where are the beds? There they are. We're doing spruce. Jungle, mangrove. Here we go. Oak. Let's do spruce. And then the covers up here. We said we were going to do orange or brown. You can do orange or brown or orange. Orange. We could try the yellow. Okay. So bed. There's a double bed. The yellow would look like that. I'm not going to do that. Let's put the bed back. Orange would look like this, and we're doing the orange. And there we have it. Do you want, we can't do any carpeting in here. Well, no, this is the basement. So we can actually, ta-da! Ah, yes. Let's come here like this. And what kind of carpet would we like to put here? Let's look at chipped wool. So we're going to go to wool, and then we're going to go to chipped. Now, chipped has a ton of stuff, but this actually is probably my favorite. I don't know that I want that color. We could do brown. So there's a cornered. There's a harsh quilt. There's a cross. Let's see what we like the best. So the cornered would do this and have the rug look like that. The cross-haired would look like this. This looks like a hotel. That looks like hotel carpeting. And so we'll put that there. And that part is there. What about in here? Do we want to do any hotel carpeting in here? I'll turn the light on. There we go. So we'll put a light on. Oh no! I thought for sure it was going to dump me. But it didn't. No! Stop. I can't get to that corner. Am I going to have to take the bed up, or am I going to go around? Let me do it this way. Let me put this here and here underneath the beds, and then put that there. So that carpet is just for them to step out on when they get out. And this light is on. We'll turn it, no, this light is on. We'll turn that light off. There's no one here right now. I would prefer this to be in this corner right here. And this light also to be right here. And that's just a preference on my part. And do we want a tree? Do we want a bush? Do we want something to sit there? Can we sit anything there? Let's look for a minute at, what's their names? Dawn of Time. I passed it. There we are. Let me see if Dawn of Time has something in the Asian. Remember the mulberry? There is mulberry bush things. And we might be able to use something like that. I don't think these are going to look like anything, but we'll see. I think they're laying down those pieces. That's why I don't think they're going to look like anything. Let's see if we have something here. Here is some bush There's a box bush right there. Let's come to here, and here's the mulberry. Oh, it's geranium. Ooh, pretty. All right, what's this look like? Can't put it there. What does this look like? Can't put it there. What does this look like? We can put it here. Ah, I see. So we can't use that. What does this look like? That won't go anywhere. That needs to go in dirt. So we can't use any of these. Let me look and see if I have some flower pots. The Asians. There should be. Let me look here and see if there's any pots here. Nope. Let's go back to the Asian. And we have this pot. I want to see if I can sit the pot on top and what it'll look like if I do that. The Ikiban. Yeah, see, it's still separated. Let's try one more thing. Azalea. AZ. These are azaleas here, but not bushes. Whoosh. I know that some of these are just meant to be decorative, so they're technically not meant to be. There's a flowering azalea bush. Let's just see if it works, and then we'll pick a color. Nope, has to be in the ground, or have to be in a flower pot. Let's get a pot. Can I put one of these on top of here? Nope. I can't even put one of these on top of those big pots anymore. You used to could put these in as a lid on top of these, but I don't think you can do that anymore even. Let's see. It's back. You can. Excellent. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I really like that. There isn't any place for it in here. Oh, that is nice. Can we put anything in now into here? Probably not, because that's sitting there. We can put it as a lid. Yay! I love it. It has a lid. That's what it looks like. Let's get a flower. Oxy. No, that didn't give it to me. Blue. Cornflower. Corn. There it is. Let's try the cornflower for just a second. It probably won't fit because the... All right. So that can sit there like that. Isn't that curious? But now I don't want it to. I like it as a lid, just like that. And I'm quite happy with that. Like they have something stored down here. And I like that. Let me see where that is. This shouldn't be this color. Is that in the bathroom? It might be in the bathroom. Hold on. Let me look at this room for a minute and see. Did I just... No. Oop. 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 There's that. Let's fix that one. We can just put one of these in. There doesn't seem to be any reason for that there. So we'll do that. All right, so on, yay! All right, so this is it. There are some open window areas. What is this? who's missing from here? You're missing. Okay, you can come there. I just came out of here. Like this. I just came through here. I can't come through here with these being here. Good. Okay. That part matches. Those are fine. This is fine here. And we're good. Dun 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 dun! Jelly Bean! Jelly Bean is taking Cole for his bath at the groomers, and they removed approximately 2 medium-sized dogs of fur. Oh my gosh. Cole is so fluffy. Oh my goodness. You didn't do a good job of brushing him? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I mean, it happens with dogs sometimes that they need a professional, sometimes to do that grooming. Jelly Bean, it's nice to see you. Hello. Well, I bet Cole is much more comfortable when you go outside running in the morning. Now, I know that it's been too hot on some of the mornings, but yeah. Hello. So Jelly Bean is here. You know what that means. We're going to get those tags. Where are they? Wait, what's that? Why are you here? And you here. Let's put these things away. And the tags went to the warehouse. So we're going to go to the warehouse and get the tags that we brought over from Arnaaluk. He was ecstatic. Oh, his favorite groomer. Aww. That's wonderful. I love it. Let's go upstairs from here. We can go this way. Look, Jelly Bean, this is new. We added a tavern right here in front of this. This is the Druids area where they stay. And it's good to have a tavern here because the Druids, when they are off duty, stay in this area. So it's almost as though this is a continuation of this tavern part right here. This is the firefighter's balloon right here. And right up these stairs now is the second floor of this area where there's seating up here. Nice, lovely couches and tables. And then if we go up here, this is the restaurant. And we've got somebody sitting here. Who is this? Hello. Great to see you. Penelope. Penelope is now the first firefighter. She is actually changed her position, and Riley is in her druid station, her old druid station, and Penelope is in the firefighter's balloon. We're going to the warehouse to get the tags that we need to name the donkeys and to name the wolf. And Jelly Bean had picked out names, and they were perfect. I love calling the wolf Sheila. I love it. And so we're going to come in here and search for tags. And we've got some. We brought these back from Arnaaluk specifically for this reason. Here's a problem, Houston. You know what they need? That's right. We don't have one of those. Let's go down and look at the, let me see. Let's go down and look at the the future blacksmith area that we're thinking we might have to have one. If we have a blacksmith, they are down in the, this is where all the workings of the retreat go on down here. And we can come, these are hive, all of these buildings down here are hive. And over here, past the cornfields, we have a farm and we have a future blacksmith. So the blacksmith isn't working. We could put a blacksmith here. We could put one of these here for the time being. Do I want to? There's room. We could put an anvil here, but I don't want to make one. There's plenty of them or I would have Amanda or one of the blacksmiths make an anvil for us. And I just forgot about the anvil. Or we could go back there and have the tags engraved. That's what they're engraved at Arnaaluk. We could do that. We might go ahead and do that. Let's come here. Now, technically, they're not supposed to be using this, but you can't stop couriers. Couriers go however they want to go. And so we had to make some way that they could use that area since they insisted upon it. And so that's what we did. Something's going on here. Let me see what it is. Lionel is supposed to be working on something, and he is waiting. Oh, and that's the other thing that we did. We're having summer. So it's a very short summer in the old growth forests, but we are having summer, and we changed the clothing for the fact that it has gotten hot and muggy just for a little bit of the time. See, even I am in clothes. Wait, where am I? There I am. I'm in clothes also. So because we were dressed for winter, and this is definitely, oh, no. Oh, it changed the language on my computer. Hold on. Yes, so we wanted to do that, and let me come here and get this back for a second. I changed the language on my computer. Hold on a minute. It's going to want to type in Greek. So let's turn it back to, yay. So my companion, the air conditioner, has gone away for a minute. And here we are. So he is dressed like this. And he's asking for
what is it?
You need 9 chain. So I thought I made chain, but I didn't make enough. So we'll have to go back and do that. And so we'll do that. Yeah, I hit a button and I saw that it changed the language for the computer, which is fun. I had Greek for when Zaf was watching, and so that Zaf could actually, I could talk to Zaf. I could actually type something in Greek if I wanted to. So that's what I had the Greek for, so that I could do that. How's my Greek? It is elementary. It is like kindergarten Greek. That's my Greek. It's not even first grade Greek yet. My French? My French is maybe like second grade French. I think my French is second grade French. But my Greek is kindergarten. Definitely is. All right. So we can't do this right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this in my sack, and we'll take this back. I have a blanket. Let me take this blanket. Do I have anything else I don't want to have? No. Okay, let me put the blanket back in my storage right here. And oh no, some people know Phi Beta Kappa. So if they know Phi Beta Kappa, they know some Greek actually. And they know some of that. They do know some. But you're right. You're right. Signumi. Yes. I apologize to the people who are Greek who are watching. Yes. We are Americans. We know nothing. We're lucky that we know anything with the way education has been changed in the last, since No Child Left Behind, which is Bush Jr. And so we're lucky that we know anything anymore. Here we are. I don't know whether you got to see this, Jelly Bean. This is Riley. Riley took over Penelope's druid station right here. And this is the one that is right next to the balloon platform. So this is the balloon that takes us back to Arnaaluk. And this is the firefighter's balloon right there. And so Riley, who was our doctor, has returned to her druid duties. She was a combat nurse, essentially, and we were having this combat nurse actually fill in for until we found a doctor, and we did. We found Marilyn. And so we added this extra area right here. Even though this is a level 2 of this barracks tower piece right here, this is a level 2 of an archaeology guard tower. We don't want it to go up any farther. It just changes it to stone. We only need the barracks tower to go up, so that's why we were able to decorate in here, even though this is level 2. Now, we decorated in this level 2 courier because this wall is beyond the build, so we could put in the wallpaper in this area. And that, we have a real doctor. Marilyn is our doctor, and she is a really good doctor, and she has taken over this level 2 spa hospital right here. And she does have some medication. She does have a lot of stuff here. We could give her... She hasn't treated anyone. Look at this. Smallpox, measles, influenza. No one's been sick. Because we're in the trees. We're really healthy here. It's really nice. She's got some extra sheets and towels right there. And up here is the very first pool. And this is so beautiful. I love that Mixessa and Matlam made this as part. I thought what's today? No. I hear some machine running, and I thought it was the air conditioner coming back on, but something's running upstairs. Washing machine, maybe. That would probably be it. Yes. And so I just love the sauna area. And then we have an area where people can sit. And we have a lot of areas like this because this is a retreat. This is where the people who live in the ocean can come and they can be here and enjoy being in the forests. These are all druids, and they want to be in the forests. So this is where they come, and this is a safe place for them. We've seen actually that way far below this mountaintop, down underneath here, there's actually a dungeon, and it's probably one of the several Remember when the tsunami happened? See all this black ice from the tsunami? When the tsunami happened, some took to the air, and we have some airships in this area, and then the others rebuilt or weren't touched. So see this one, this castle here, it didn't get any damage. There was a castle in this area that got damaged. This one, I think there's a castle down here that actually got damaged. There it is. See this one right here? It's that. What is that? I don't know what that is. We did have an earthquake that actually caused, and so that is what I'm calling this event. The event that actually happened was I updated the biomes we've gone without checking their Discord to see if they were done. And so they weren't done, and it didn't work. And so I had to go back with the time machine. But when I went back, I had made the biomes go away for a minute to get rid of, I was trying to do something to get rid of a thing. And when I made that go away, when I brought the biomes back, it was like an earthquake happened. And in some places, and I believe this is one of them. Let's go here. Teleport. Whoa! Look at this. Look at where we are. And sure enough, that's what I thought. It's just a block of ice. Practically a square block of ice that was left over when we did this. See over here? See these floating trees in this section here? This is a part of the earthquake that happened. I'm going to sleep on this floating tree thing right here. Let me get out let's come to here and let's get a sleeping bag and let's go to sleep for a second. So let's come here, and here's our sleeping bag. We'll sleep. Yeah, so you can see that's where we were, and that's what happened. And so in some of the places we had some things that didn't happen right, and this is one of them right here. Yeah, it's a monument. I agree. Now, I know that people keep these, but I don't really like these. And I know, I'm sorry, but I just don't like them. I'm sorry, I don't like them. I can't make a story about them. We live on a magical world. I'll admit that, which makes it possible for all sorts of things to exist. And that is true. And in some places it's really fun, and we can, like for instance, what was it? There was a mod that gave us those floating places where, let's get an axe, where slimes would be there on those floating islands. That was pretty cool. And those were neat. Those were really neat. Okay. I agree. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this stunning? Let me put away these. Let's put these away. Let's put these up here for a minute with some other tools. We can have this come up here, this come here, and we're ready to travel. Look at this. Wow. So yes, so this is a remnant of the change. And of course it is some kind of monument, because look how close it is to them. Now this is one of the damaged ones. This castle got damaged by the ice, and the Illager Tower that was here is gone. And they apparently got rescued, and so they built this temporary fortress right here, but that belongs to them. Here's another one of these floaters right up here. Was that the ether? With the floating islands? I don't remember. I actually don't remember what the mod was that gave you floating islands. It might have just been, the biomes. Or what's the other one? Biomes of Plenty. It might have just been a portion of them, but I don't remember now. Look at this dirt. What is this? This is a grass. Something strange is going on. What is going on? Hold on a minute. Oh my gosh, Jelly Bean, look at the dirt. This is different. Is Simon working on Chroma Hills? Oh my gosh. Do I dare hope that he is? Oh my goodness sakes. That dirt looks different. You're going to say it's always looked like that, right? No, it hasn't. Look at it. Something's going on. Something interesting's going on. I know it's been a long time since I've been on the ground, but let me take out a dirt block and put it right here for a second. I'm just going to take a dirt block from here. Don't know what it's always looked like. Let's see what dirt looks like. Hi, you. Hello. This is what dirt looks like. This is actually really interesting. I'll have to see. I'll have to watch it for a little bit. Foxy is in socks. Yes. Okay, I'll repair. See, I repaired it. See? Hi, you. What? Did you take something? Wait a minute. Did she take something? She didn't take that. I seem to have everything. They take things. But she didn't take anything from me. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen here? She's running. And we've got a snow wolf. This is one of the snow wolves. Hello, you. Hey, 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 hey. Let me see if I can distract the snow wolf for a minute. Hey, you. Wait. Let's see if I can distract him. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I know. You're a nice wolfie. Oh. Should I interfere with the world? Run, run, Foxy, run. I don't think the wolf's gonna chase them all the way. That's fascinating. Yes, they do. They steal things. Or we could say what we say for raccoons, they borrow. They borrow stuff. Foxy will get away. Okay, good. All right, so yes, so this was the square that we saw on the map. Where am I? Hello, where am I? There I am. And see, you can see we're looking at that square right there. Let's come down for a second. So we can see where everybody is in relationship to the city. Now this is showing again as a town, and it's not. It's some kind of mistake of some sort, and I don't know what. It's almost as though there might be a town underground or something, like a lost place underground. We know that this is the rescued group here. This is bigger. Ooh! There was only a couple. Look, they have a farm now. And a dock. Let's go there. Let's come to here and teleport here. Look at this. Yes, this is this little place that we've seen before, where they have the horses, and it used to be that this came down right here, and there was nothing here. There was nothing in this area. And there was that house over there and these right here. And then with the horses, I don't know that there were cows. Or it was the other way around. There weren't any horses and there were cows. But now they have, look at this, look how many there are. Oh, and look at here. Yes, I know. These are artists. The artists are in green, and we've got different types of artists. Interesting. And then we have, what is this here? Who, I should say. This is a fisherman, of course, because we've got this beautiful lake right here. And then we should have there's two farmers. There's farmers right there. Everybody's going home. These three buildings didn't exist right here. This one didn't. What did I see? I thought I saw a farm. There they are. Let me get a light. Let me look at what I'm holding. I am holding a light. Let's hold a light so we can come down here. This was not here before. They've grown. Yes, I do too. I absolutely do. And this has grown. So they have carrots, potatoes, and wheat that they're growing. And it looks very nice. They have some cows, some wild cows, as well as the cows that they're using to milk. Is anyone in this one? Yes. So someone lives there. Someone lives in these. I think I'm going to have to camp. Someone lives there. We've got a couple other places that we can investigate. But I think we're going to end up camping. Is that a sheep? It is. They have sheep. Let's see who lives here. Yep, someone lives there. And in this big place, someone lives there. And I think someone lives in every single one of them. I think so. And look at the wheat that they have so far. Yep, someone lives in all of them. Let's go upstairs in the bigger house. Let's go upstairs here. Knock, knock. Shh. Be really quiet. because everyone's asleep. Wow. I'm going to sleep right here. So let me set out a sleeping bag. I'm setting out a sleeping bag right here. Let me see. Let's come to here. Let's come to here. Let's get a sleeping bag. And let's go to 8. And let's see if I can put it right next to there. So put it right there. And there we are. So I'm tucked in. Okay. Oh. Yes. Good morning. This is Artists. And a farmer? No, the fisher. Artists and a fisher. And we would have to have like a butcher or something, a butcher shop, in order to get a butcher in here. And then where would they be? Because these aren't big enough for a kind of shop like that. Why don't we leave them and let them see what they turn into? But this is this one right here. And their druid, what is this? Guardian. Who are you? Hi. Golem. And I'm just intrigued by the fact that they have expanded Kitty. Look down there. Look at them down there. Someone going out with the fisher? Yeah, the fisher is coming down to the water. And the golem's checking. Oh, that is so... And there we have everybody. All right, let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. And so that is Zaf's village that used to be way up here. First of all, let's find us. The village used to be right on this coastline. See where this part is right here? Where there's black ice from the tsunami. This is where they used to be, and so they got rescued and they moved into this little area right here. They went beyond the mountains and moved back in this area. Now there are they are living on the properties of skeletons, small skeleton, what do you call them? Castle. What do kings call their land, or what do lords call their land? Do they call it something? So they're living on one of those. But that's fine. They like having villagers. I think this is tents. Yes, these are right here. These are tents for bandits or for villager guards right here. Why don't we just go here and I'll show you. And let's come out. Yes. So these are tents for... What are these? Are these bandits? They look like bandits. But around the corner here, right here, is the magical person. Look at this beautiful little house here. And there are people living here. And so how are they protecting themselves from the illagers? Isn't that a curious thing? Huh? Yeah, I agree. I agree. The illagers know that they're here? Yes, they definitely do. And what are you? Aha, and there's a shepherd. So now here's what it looks like when a shepherd is here. We would have to have a loom. We would have to add a loom to one of those places, and that would... Vassals. Ah, that's an excellent... Yes. So yes, and that is what's happening with that group. Yes, I know. I see your sheep. Well, actually, I don't see your sheep. Those aren't sheep. Those are ilium buds sticking out there. Are you weaving ilium? That would be curious. And look at this wild wheat growing all over the place. Cool. So there is a couple of monks living right here, and on the other side right here is one of these. And look, there's another one. So this is another one of these earthquake pieces that came up. And what do I have on me? I have, I can use the axe. This is so wild. And this right here, so pretty. But this is legit right here. This is here. So, and see this one right here? See how this part of this ground got raised up and that got raised? That is so weird when that happens. Wow. And then we have that. And this is pigs and sheep in this area. Okay, so that was fun. Let's put this here. Let's go back to the map. And I think we'll return. I think we will return to Pitti and look at some things. So now if we want to return here, we could just fly there. Look how close we are. Why don't we do that? Let's see if we're facing the right way. So we need to be facing west, a little bit northwest. And northwest would be this way. Right over here. And this will give us the direction to go back to the old growth. Where we are. So we'll come here like this. See, you can actually see the circles on the map. Those dots on the outskirts of the map are actually the dots of our locations. And so we'll continue west a little bit more. Look at this. They're growing. The mountains are growing. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Wow. Look what side we're on. This is the western side, or the eastern side. The sun rises over there. This is the eastern side of Pitti Hamaalakut. This is the new firefighter's balloon that's being built right here. It did a real number on the lands. Interesting. I don't remember the name of that. I've gotten much more. You probably have better knowledge than me on that, Jelly Bean. It's only since maybe like 19 that I started to really take notice of mods themselves. And Vincentius Primus always did the mod packs for me, and he included furnitures, and he included the furnitures that I liked, and that was always really fun. So here's the new walkway we put here for this firefighter's balloon, and this is just a lookout balloon, and this is still a level 1. He's waiting. I know. Troy, what are you doing?
Good to see
here? You. Hi, Troy. Troy is not doing anything. Let's go see why Troy isn't doing anything. Troy is one of the builders. And it's 3 in the afternoon. It's actually it's 4, almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So he's headed back to his workshop, which is down here. And let me see what it says he's working on. We're going to go downstairs. He just went to his house. But we're going to come down here and see what he is working. He's not working on anything. No wonder he's on vacation upstairs. All right, so let's see what we have here. This is a level. Ooh, this field should have a number. Let's see. This is a level 1 field here. Hi, Simeon. Let's see what number field this is. This is a level 2 field. Right here. Let's look at this field. This is a level 1 field. Let's have him upgrade this. So Troy is going to upgrade this field to a level 1 and level 2, sorry. And back here, the other field that no one's working on yet. Let's have this upgraded to a level 2. I don't have enough farmers, which is why there isn't. We have to get up to level 3, and then the farmers can have 3 fields. So that's what's going on. I don't have any more farmers right now. However, we'll have Troy make this a level 2. Build this. So he's got 2 projects. And then we'll look. He can't do anything about this because we need a level 3 mine. He can't do anything about this because this is a level 2. And let's come back through here. Now, I did the research. The only other floating islands you know of were made in the earlier versions of Minecraft where you traveled to the far lands, and that was around X or Y 12 million. Ooh, X or Z. Interesting. Before my time. That was before my time, I think. I think so. Where are we? Who are we? Let's come to this part. This is a level 2 here. This is a level 2. The composter is a level 2. We know that. This is Otis. This is a hive composter here, level 2. And then over here, let's look and see. I believe the plantation is a level 2. Right here it is. And so it's just those 2 fields. Yeah, those 2 fields are the only ones left that need to be upgraded. These hallways are the way I want them to be, and so I don't upgrade them. These are actually Arcology hallways level 2. Don't care. I love when they are in spruce and oak, and so I always use them like this as roads, as road pieces. So we're going up here. So Troy only has 2 fields left, and then everything down there will be level 2s. Were we thinking about putting something down there that I forgot about? I don't know, so I'm going to not worry about it for now. We'll let Troy upgrade. When he gets done with those 2 fields, he'll be done working on things. Let's go down into the meadow right here. Now, this is a level 2 rabbit hutch. These are level 2s of these dairy farms that are out in the open. You forgot Y is height. And let's come here. Casey is home. And here's our wolf. Here is our wolf, and this is Sheila. And Sheila will get her name when we get the tags. And then down here, we're adding a new courier. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Let's come down here and see if this courier is finished. Dun, 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 dun. Let's come here. Nope, there's no ladder, so the courier's not done yet. and the basket isn't completed. So that means Brittany is waiting on some things. So what's going on with our two courier people? Maybe they are overwhelmed. I can't have another courier until that's finished. Let me see what Brittany needs. Brittany's working on that. She's going to bring it up to a level 2, and then she'll return to making her builder's shop a level 3. She had started, and then we pulled her off in order to do that. So let's see what she needs. She needed spruce plank full and spruce plank horizontal stripes. She got the other spruce plank. This is horizontally striped. Did I make vertically striped by mistake? I might have. Let's go up. We're going to go to the warehouse and we're going to get those for her. So let's put this away, bring this down, and let's look and see. It is 1. We're doing what? Oh no, I have to go. I've been on for 3 hours. I actually have to go, Jelly Bean. I have to go. Talking about a smithy before we went on the road. Yeah. Talking about going back to Arnaaluk to go to a smith, blacksmith, so that we could, we would need a level 3 mine here to make the blacksmith. And so we're working towards those things. The road trip was fun. We just, I can't stay. I'm sorry, shoot. Duty calls. So here we are. Thank you, Jelly Bean. It's so wonderful to see you in chat. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do the Twitch tonight, much later, or this evening. Yeah, tonight. Yours and my time. I'm now in Central Time right now, and you're not in Pacific, so you're in the other one. I'm missing a time. Okay, enjoy your games, everybody. Enjoy watching all the other gamers, and and I will see you all later on Twitch, and we'll be back on Thursday, to continue. So bye for now, everyone. Pacific is Arizona right now. Pacific time. Okay. All right. And I'm in Central right now. And my sister is in Standard. He's come to say goodbye. The air conditioner is saying goodbye. Bye for now, everybody. Bye for now.